Well, good morning, my Patreon friends. Friday morning, what, 7:30 in the morning, down at the boat, the new deer hunting boat. I'm going to work on this today and then get prepared later to haul out some more bait out to the bear baits. If you had watched yesterday's video, this will be coming out on Monday, so if you had watched Sunday morning video, you will see that I have got a bear coming into the first bear bait. So I'm pretty happy with that. I was tickled to death. I did get it on the last video a little bit, but a little bit of behind the scenes. I was excited to get home and check the memory card that was in the game camera, and for whatever reason, cars going by, but I got to do these videos when I got time. It's a busy time of year. For whatever reason, that camera didn't take anything after dark. I got no coon pictures at all. Everything I got was during the daytime. I got a lot of videos. I'm going to put them into one video. Lots of game was coming in, but no bear pictures. And what a bummer. Dump truck going by. I moved here 40 years ago. This was a back road. I would say 15 years ago, the state of Maine took it over and turned it into more or less a main road. They fixed it up and all of that. When I first moved here, it wasn't much more than a wagon path. And I cannot believe how much traffic is on this road now. But I am too old to move. Too many other things going on. I'm not going to move. But anyways, getting back to the bear coming in. Oh, what a bummer. I couldn't believe that I ended up with like 30 video clips on that game camera and not one bear picture. The bear had come in and knocked over the big feed barrel. The dummy trap bucket with 30 pounds of rock on top of it was dumped over and cleaned out. So, but I just could not believe that there was not a bear clip in there. So I took the clip out, took the card out, put a new one in. When I go back, I'll be back in there on Sunday. I'll be bringing a new card a new game camera with me, and just hope. So anyways, that's what's going on that one. And then more behind the scenes stuff on the other one. I always like to hunt funnels. As most of you have watched my videos, I set up my tree stands on funnels. I'm a funnel hunter. And a natural funnel hunter. I don't make the funnels. I don't create the funnels. I go out, I scout, and I find natural woodland funnels. I've seen on other people's videos where they actually will put up fencing and all of that to create a big funnel. I don't do that. One thing, I'm on other people's lands, and that's not... And I don't think that's right anyways. It's just my way of looking at things. If you've got to build fences to get the deer to come in on your funnel, then maybe that's not deer hunting. They do the same thing when they're herding cattle, you know. They build up funnels for cattle to get them to go into the barn fields the same way. So I'm not really big on that, building funnels. But anyways, this is a natural funnel. I've been hunting since I was 10 years old, and I've always hunted funnels. I had a really good funnel out here where I took several deer off it, and always called that my very best funnel. I'm not sure, but I think this funnel that I just found is going to be the best funnel that I've ever hunted in my life. And that's a pretty big statement. I want to talk about my Patreon channel here. If you're interested in helping to support this channel and everything that I am trying to share with the outside world, outside of the great state of Maine, come check us out over on the Patreon channel. I have really started to get a lot of videos over there. A lot of the behind the scenes stuff is on my Patreon channel. Just different things that I talk about that's going on behind the scenes. different topics that I cover and all of that. And there's some stuff there that is free to the public. And it's not that costly to be a Patreon member. $5 a month, up to, you can have whatever you want. Most people sign up for $5 a month. I do have some that go a little higher than that, so that is great. I really appreciate the Patreon help from the Patreon people, because especially now with the cost of fuel and all of that, some of this stuff, it's nice to have the extra help over there, just to help keep all this stuff going, because it takes a lot of time. I produce 3 videos a week. I try to do a good job at it. So come check me out over on the Patreon if you have a feeling or you have a calling to help support this channel. And thank you very much. The link is right above my head. So I look forward to seeing you over on the Patreon channel. So I'm pretty tickled with that. So when I go back in on Sunday, I'm bringing 2 more game cameras. And what this funnel is, it's probably at its smallest point is about 100 yards across, which is great. And then the other side of it would be Beaver Creek. And normally when you got a dead moving creek like this, 20 yards off the creek is always a deer run. Always, always, always. What makes this so nice is this is a chopping behind me, 100 acres, 150 acres, where they just about clear cut it. So there's not a deer in his right mind ever going to cross that chopping out in the middle. They're going to come down in this funnel, and I know they do. There's big pieces of woods on both sides of the funnel where I already know there's a lot of deer action. And then we've got, and the funnel heads towards my cabin, which I'm on the far end of it, half a mile away, with one of the new tree stands that's going in. But with all of the commotion that I've had this year, building the tree stands, building the trails, I'm not counting on those tree stands being any good at all for me this coming fall. 0. I firmly believe that a tree stand needs to ripen, which we've talked about in other videos. So let this thing set this fall. I will be hunting in the tree stands just because I built them. I want to sit in them. I want to enjoy them. Who knows? You never know what happens when you take up a post somewhere. Who knows what will happen? So I will be spending time in the tree stands. But I'm not counting on those tree stands as being my best spot. So I'm going to set 2 cameras up on this 100-yard funnel that's only 100 yards wide. I'm going to put one on each side of that 100 yards. And I'll have a month of video before the season gets here. If you watched last Sunday's video, you see a deer in there. That's part of the funnel. But if I move down a couple 100 yards further, the funnel gets smaller. And that's where I want to go in and look for a place for a ground blind. So I am really excited about that. I usually would set a tree stand in something like that, but I got a feeling that this thing is going to be so good that I don't want anything to give up the spot. If another hunter was to stumble in or stumble across it, I don't want anything to give out a secret that this is a good place to sit. Because I got a feeling this one is going to produce some deer. Just because, like I said, I'm a funnel hunter. So I wanted to share that with you guys on Patreon. And all the traffic too. But today's Friday. I'm going to spend the day gutting this boat. Getting it ready. Because this will be another big part of that new funnel. I don't like to disturb the woods at 5 a.m. in the morning. And the way it's set up right now, I would be driving the 6-wheeler 3/4 of a mile to get to where I could walk down to this funnel. So the best way into it, now this year I might have to do that. I still got a lot to do, running out of time as far as that goes. So if I've got to do it that way this year, then I will. But if I can be set up with this boat down there, then I will take this boat down the stream to where the ground blind is, and this funnel is, because that's the quietest way for me to go, but also I'm not disturbing the woods at all. I'm not leaving any scent on the ground coming in. I'm not leaving any scent in the trees, whatever, coming into it. I'm just going down the stream. I will get out of the boat, slide up into the ground blind, which would be close to the stream. And then from there, I haven't disturbed any woods, and I'm in my spot. That's how I like to do it. That's how I've done it out here for 40 years. I live on a stream that's 40 yards across it and goes back in 4 or 5 miles easily with a boat and easily with a canoe. But so this boat, get it in there, get it ready, get it going, and I also have another 12-foot aluminum boat that I'll be trucking in there. That's a rowboat. This one could be set up for rows, but this one's going to be set up more for long distance travel up and down the stream. So I will be putting a motor on this one. But for hunting season, I would like to have just a rowboat in there, something that I could. We ain't talking that far to get down there by stream. It's not very far at all. Boy, I haven't done it yet, but we'll figure all that out when it's time, I guess. And an electric trolling motor on here would work good too for like this year. I do have an electric trolling motor, so maybe I could even use that in the morning time when I'm going down to the ground blind, and then use the outboard to bring me back if that's to save my battery, stuff like that. But I'm pretty excited about this funnel, so I'm pretty excited about this boat too, because this boat opens up so much hunting grounds for me, both sides of that stream. So I'm looking forward to getting out there, scouting it, and seeing what's going on both sides of that stream, because I got a feeling there's a lot more deer activity on both sides of that stream. It's just the way the setup is. You know, you got a hardwood ridge on the other side. We've got the stream. You've just got so much going on down there as far as the deer are concerned that it will be interesting to get in there and scout it out. And I will do my darndest to bring you guys along. So anyways, well, enough of this. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Thanks a lot for your help here as far as on the Patreon channel. It means a lot. I really enjoy doing the Patreon videos. I'm trying to work them out so that they're more behind the scenes for you guys, so you can see what goes on behind the East Grand Woodsman channel. And right now, we're working on the new hunt toy. So, anyways, have a good week, and I will see you next week.